Hello and welcome to Computer Science Tutorials, where today we'll be looking at the representation of analog sound in binary. First of all, we need to go over what analog data and binary data is. Analog data is data that can have more than two values. Binary data, on the other hand, can only have two. The process of taking analog data, such as sound, and making it digital is called analog to digital conversion. Many old original analog recordings on tapes were converted to digital to be placed on a CD. To convert an analog sound wave into digital, converters use a process called sampling. They sampled the height of the sound wave at regular intervals of time, often small fractions of a second. If 1 byte is used to hold a single sample of an analog wave, then the wave can be one of 256 different heights, 0 being the lowest height and 255 being the highest. These heights represent the decibel level of the sound. These bytes can then be sent to a computer and reproduced through speakers to recreate the sound. In a similar fashion to Unicode for characters and JPEG for pictures, audio has many standard formats for representing samples in bytes. WAV is a common format in which every sample is stored, similarly to the way that bitmap stores every pixel of an image. MP3, on the other hand, uses lossy compression, like JPEG for an image. MP3 does not store every sample, instead it stores only samples that the human ear can hear, and then condenses these samples to patterns. It is these patterns that are stored so that another computer or MP3 player can read them and reproduce the sound. Now that we've covered representing sound in binary, we'll go over representing pictures in binary. Before the advent of digital cameras, and later smartphones, pictures used to be stored on photographic film, in negative or inverted colors, and were printed out on photographic paper. Nowadays, you can take thousands of pictures with your device, discard the ones you don't like, edit the worst ones, and print out the best. But how do computers store pictures? The answer lies again in data sampling, but this time it is more complex. Let's take, for example, this fruit basket. Light is reflected off of the subject, in this case the apples, and focused through the camera lens onto the image sensor. The image sensor is only capable of detecting brightness levels, and turns them into electrical signals, so a mosaic, so-called Bayer filter, is placed in front of it, otherwise the picture would be in black and white. This filter makes adjacent cells only detect the brightness of a specific primary color, red, green, or blue. If you are paying close attention, you might have noticed that the filter has double the green, then red or blue. This is because Bayer noticed that placing double the green, then red or blue, produces sharper pictures. The data from adjacent cells is then pieced together by the analog to digital converter to form a single pixel containing a red, green, and blue, and a brightness value. Depending on the camera, either a lossy or a lossless compression is applied, and the data is saved onto memory. The most common lossless image type is RAW, or RAW, while the most common lossy image data types are JPEG and PNG. Having said that, we've covered just about everything you need to know about the digital representation of sounds and pictures. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss more videos from us. Also remember to like if you've learned something new, or dislike and tell us why in the comments below. See you next time.